in this shit, nigga. Try your luck. Let's go on beef. No matter, nigga.
Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into this crazy situation, make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because what I'm about to break down is pure street-level drama that's got the entire hip-hop scene buzzing. Today, we're digging into the story of how Pooh Shiesty allegedly sent his crew to confront NBA YoungBoy. And trust me, this ain't just hype. The story is way more intense than it sounds. We're talking two camps with major rep, serious backing, and squads that don't take disrespect lightly. The wildest part? Both groups are in Texas right now, and they're not even that far apart. Now, let's break down exactly who we're dealing with in Pooh Shiesty's crew. This isn't just any rap group. We're talking about the Choa Gang, real Memphis hustlers who've been solid long before the fame and money came through. First up, we have Lil Hank, who recently got caught in a heavy case involving violence. This guy was tight with Pooh Shiesty and Big 3, basically their right-hand man. Word on the street is that Hank is one of the most loyal and active members of the crew. He's not just muscle. He's the type to handle business immediately, no hesitation. Anytime Pooh Shiesty needed something done, Hank got the call first. The serious charges Hank is facing could put him behind bars for 15 to 25 years if convicted. That's a long time, no cap. The fact that he's willing to risk that shows the kind of loyalty these guys have for Pooh Shiesty and their crew. That kind of ride-or-die loyalty is rare these days, and it's exactly what makes teams like this so unpredictable and dangerous. Now, let's get into Choa, because his story is straight up wild. He was just convicted of a deadly crime and hit with a life sentence. But here's where it went completely off the rails. The Shelby County Jail accidentally released him just 38 minutes after the guilty verdict. For real. He was convicted and somehow walked out the same day. Reports say Choa was in the process of bonding out on a smaller theft case when the jury came back with the major conviction. Somehow, the system processed his release for the minor theft without realizing he'd just been convicted of a serious crime and that all his bonds were revoked. That's the kind of unbelievable mix-up that only seems to happen in Memphis. The fact that Choa even got out, even briefly, shows just how wild things can get when multiple cases overlap. Back in 2020, he was reportedly involved in a shooting where several people got hit and one person didn't make it. He's already facing life in prison, so if he's still out there, he might be ready to handle another situation before the system catches up. That's exactly the kind of mindset that makes street beef escalate fast. Now, let's break down how this tension between Pooh Shiesty and NBA YoungBoy even started. Believe it or not, it wasn't even about them at first. This whole thing is a perfect example of how social media can take something small and blow it way out of proportion. When Pooh Shiesty got back home after his federal time, he was just trying to reconnect with fans and show love. He hopped on Beaton's live stream, took pictures, and was just vibing with supporters. Nothing crazy. But during that stream, real industry drama started heating up. Ra, who's known for being a big NBA YoungBoy fan, called into the stream while Beaton was on the phone. When Beaton handed the phone to Pooh, Ra decided to stir the pot by claiming he was part of 4KT, which is NBA YoungBoy's crew. And just like that, things started spiraling into something way bigger than anyone expected.
Who?
Rakai, what the man?
You said what?
You could hang up on him, good.
Then came the viral moment that had everyone talking. Ra on the live stream straight up said, "I'm 4KT Dre." Pooh Shiesty looked caught off guard and fired back immediately. Who? Wait, what did you just say? You could tell he wasn't feeling that energy. Everybody in hip-hop knows what 4KT stands for, but Shiesty's reaction said it all. He acted like he had no clue who Ra was talking about, repeating who like he had never even heard of 4KT. That wasn't confusion. It was straight-up dismissal, pure disrespect. Naturally, the internet blew up, clipping the moment and spreading hot takes everywhere. Social media went wild, and soon enough, both rappers were being asked about each other in every interview and live stream. NBA YoungBoy's response only added fuel to the fire. During an Instagram Live when someone brought up Pooh Shiesty's First Day Out track, YB laughed it off. He didn't even take it seriously. He said, "Is that what y'all been waiting on?" Basically making Shiesty's big return sound like a joke. That kind of reaction hits hard because it shows YoungBoy wasn't treating Shiesty as real competition. Being laughed at can sting worse than a direct diss. When someone dismisses you with laughter, it's like saying, "You're not even worth my attention." And that kind of energy, it pushes anyone who values respect, like Pooh Shiesty, to respond. To understand why Pooh Shiesty was ready to stand his ground, you have to look at his connection with Lil Durk. Their loyalty runs deeper than music. It's real tested bonds built during tough times. Back in 2020, Durk jumped on Shiesty's Back in Blood, which became his breakout hit and launched him into national fame. Most of the industry eventually faded away. That's how it goes. When you're facing serious federal time, people often distance themselves to avoid scrutiny. The feds watch everything, and most artists know showing too much support can bring heat. But Lil Durk, he didn't fall back. He stood tall for Pooh Shiesty the whole time. Throughout Shiesty's sentence, Durk was one of the most loyal figures in the game. Every show, every interview, he shouted Shiesty's name loud, "Free Pooh Shiesty," keeping his legacy alive while everyone else stayed quiet. Durk even made sure Shiesty was taken care of financially and stayed solid while locked up. That kind of loyalty is rare. Most rappers drop off when you become a risk. Durk showed Shiesty what real friendship and loyalty look like. So when Shiesty finally got out, he knew exactly who had his back and who he could ride for, no questions asked. That's why the tension between Durk and NBA YoungBoy instantly became Shiesty's problem too. Loyalty like that runs deep. Now, here's where it gets real. Both Pooh Shiesty and NBA YoungBoy are currently in Texas, and they're not far from each other. YoungBoy is posted in Houston, while Shiesty's in Dallas because of his halfway house. That's just a 3 to 4 hour drive, basically next door in street terms. When two crews with serious reputations and resources are this close, distance means nothing. Shiesty being in a halfway house complicates things even more. He's supposed to be focused on rebuilding his life, but instead he's pulled into industry drama that could jeopardize everything he's worked for. That alone shows just how deep his loyalty to Durk runs. Meanwhile, YoungBoy in Houston has full access to his local network and serious backing. Houston's got a heavy street scene where disrespect isn't tolerated. If things escalate, both sides could easily link up with local crews to handle business, and it could spiral out of control fast. What makes this even crazier, both artists have been posting on social media from their respective spots in Texas, and it looks like they're openly taunting each other. Shiesty's showing clips from Dallas, standing proud, making it clear he's not hiding. YoungBoy's doing the same from Houston, showing he's standing his ground. The danger here is both Shiesty and YoungBoy move with a no-fear mentality. They don't hesitate when respect and loyalty are on the line. They rather risk everything than be seen as weak. Shiesty is willing to handle tension that could easily land him back in serious legal trouble. That's peak reckless behavior right there. But here's the twist. Now that Shiesty has money, fame, and clout, he doesn't have to handle the risky stuff himself anymore. He's got loyal soldiers like Lil Hank and Choa ready to move if needed. That actually makes him even more unpredictable because he can stay clear while his team handles business. The fact that Lil Hank recently got arrested on serious charges shows the crew is still active and loyal to the core. This isn't just talk or lyrics. They live by what they say, and they're not scared to back it up. NBA YoungBoy's camp operates the same way, which makes this situation even more intense. He's got a strong background and a crew that takes respect seriously. His 4KT circle stretches across Louisiana, and they've shown they're willing to travel when necessary. The key difference now is both Shiesty and YoungBoy have the money and resources to make moves without getting their hands dirty. They can fund operations, coordinate people, and execute plans from a distance while staying clean themselves. Social media is only fueling this fire. Every post, story, and comment is dissected by fans and haters alike. In today's game, it's not just music, it's the constant public back and forth. After YoungBoy brushed off Shiesty's comeback, Shiesty clapped back on Instagram, calling out rappers faking their stories and claiming he's the only one really living his lyrics. That was a direct challenge to YoungBoy's authenticity. Social media makes everything riskier. Every post or reaction gets screenshotted, shared, and blown up in seconds. Fans from both sides analyze every lyric and push their favorite artist to keep escalating. This is where it gets dangerous. Both artists have massive young fan bases who idolize them and want to prove loyalty. Some fans take things too far, stepping into real-world conflict to defend their favorite artist. Back in the day, beef stayed behind the scenes or played out in music. Now everything happens live for millions online. Any sign of backing down is immediately seen as weakness, and the internet never forgets. That's why this clash between Pooh Shiesty and NBA YoungBoy is so volatile. Two major names, real backgrounds, loyal crews, serious resources, and both posted in Texas, less than a few hours apart. The perfect storm. That closeness alone cranks the tension way up. Both artists seem ready to stand on loyalty no matter what, and that's exactly what's keeping this situation alive. The rumors that Pooh Shiesty may have sent some of his people to confront NBA YoungBoy shows just how deep this goes. At this point, it's far beyond a simple rap disagreement. It's pride, loyalty, and street politics that could easily spill over, potentially harming careers or worse. Everyone in the industry is watching closely. Fans, media, and other rappers are waiting to see the next move. And the way both sides keep fueling the tension online isn't helping. Every post gets turned into a headline, every lyric becomes a clue, and every story sparks another round of speculation. Drama like this rarely ends well. The music game has evolved. Now reputation and image are just as powerful as talent, and egos can spiral things out of control fast. Both Pooh Shiesty and NBA YoungBoy have the skills, platforms, and fan bases to dominate the charts. But if pride keeps driving the narrative, it could overshadow their music entirely. The real power move would be for both of them to focus on their success, drop fire tracks, build legacies, and compete through music rather than social media chaos. Fans want to see them thrive creatively, not get caught in a back and forth that risks everything. The truth is, both artists have too much to lose to keep playing with this tension. They're already winning, rich, respected, and successful. Street drama shouldn't be the price of loyalty or respect. But with fearless attitudes and deep resources, things could still escalate fast if they're not careful. The hip-hop community has already witnessed too much heartbreak from feuds that could have been avoided with simple conversations. So, what do you think? Is Pooh Shiesty doing the right thing by standing loyal to Lil Durk, or should he prioritize his own career and focus on his comeback? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a breakdown. This story is far from over, and we'll keep you updated every step of the way. Loyalty is admirable, but sometimes it comes at too high a cost. Choose your battles wisely.